Tamikaze here with a silver update for you all because tomorrow is an exciting day for silver. I got live silver futures right here. This is kind of what silver's been doing the last 2 months. So right now, if we zoom in, we can see up to the minute what it's doing. Looks like silver's just cooling off right now. So kind of curling over until tomorrow's meeting. So wanted to zoom out because I wanted to show you silver today broke every downtrend that I could possibly imagine. This is probably the most stretched downtrend. So we could see it definitely broke above that today. Even if we go into SLV today and take a look at that, the same thing I'm sure will show up. So yeah, you can see here, even by that standard, we broke out and then bounced off and above it. So in the future, silvers are kind of selling off because there's not much. Everyone's kind of waiting until tomorrow. We could see that the uptrend was intact, bounce off of the bottom trend line here, and then mooned. Even if we looked at the dollar index, we can see here that it is going up right now, but currently on a overall downtrend. We could see it had a flag here where it had a false breakout and then a total collapse down, and then it's following this total downtrend, kind of going up and above all the way down. So let's talk about what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is a huge financial meeting in Jackson Hole where Powell is talking about monetary policy. And previously, he had talked about, let's go back to silver because I want to show you what happened here. So previously, he had talked about capping inflation at 2%, and that is when we started getting this giant sell-off. And then lately, it's kind of been going back and forth. So once he talked about capping inflation at 2%, that basically meant that there was no real reason. That's why we got this giant drop here. There's no, remember I talked about right here was the, if you go back to one of my older videos, I talked about this was the FOMAC meeting. This is where he talked about capping inflation at 2%. Now, today, it came out that that the Fed will be not changing interest rates for 5 years and that he may let interest go above 2% and not cap it at all. So that means that inflation will run wild with stimulus and everything, and silver and gold and commodities are going to go nuts. It's also bullish for stocks as well, but primarily for commodities like gold and silver. And that's why tomorrow morning is exciting, because if he does say he's not capping inflation, I expect silver to test this 29.9 mark this week. Like, it will literally go up 10 to 15% tomorrow. If we go back to SLV, which is what we're playing, you will see silver test this 27.34 mark again in the next few days by the weekend, I imagine. I believe it will go up to here by then. Tomorrow, it'll test the 26.50, and then by Friday, it'll test 27 and may even break above that. So we have a pennant, a break above the pennant. We have a catalyst tomorrow that could propel us even further. So you can see here we have rise and fall. We've been waiting for this catalyst, and then tomorrow we're going to see giant volume in either direction. It's possible if Powell says something that silver doesn't like, that he's going to cap inflation, then we could see also a drop off. But I believe he will say that we need to keep stimulus going, that we need to support small businesses and all that, and that he will not cap inflation to help us grow, and silver and moon tomorrow. Hope this made sense to you. Hope you have a good day, and let's hope Powell gives us what we want tomorrow.